Hey everyone. So for today's video, I know I'm always behind, but I kind of wanted to go back and catch up on Katie because let's just face it, there's never a lack of bullshit with Katie, and I started my channel because of her. I started covering her, and it's been quite some time since I made a Katie video, but it feels like a year later after starting my channel talking about Katie, her being in a lawsuit, her being a shitty person, nothing has changed. And so while this topic for this video is slightly old, the YouTube world, time just goes faster. Like a video 2 days later is just old as fuck. So this has been several days ago, but Renelle Smith made a video and I watched that and definitely had some thoughts, especially because Renelle was kind of drug into this bullshit and labeled by Katie as a troll who was just trying to start drama with Kendall Ray and just a whole lot of mess. And once again, like I said, nothing's really changed. But Katie blames everyone else for the drama, and it's never her. It's never her actions that put her in the shit that she's in. So we're gonna talk about it, and I hope I hope you enjoy this. I hope it's more like my old videos. I'm super glad to be back filming and trying to be more consistent. Okay, and if you hear background noise, that is the cat because she's nuts. Before we get into it, let me give my disclaimer. So, hi everyone, I'm Nicole. I am not kid friendly. I don't see me cussing a whole lot in this video, but if it happens, I just want to fair warn you. So, if you have any little ones around, please go watch something else and come back because I would love to have you here. Alright, we are about to dive into the bullshit that is Katie Joy. Alright, how to readjust. We're ready. So, Renelle Smith, I hope I'm saying that right. I feel like that's right. Anyway, first of all, girl, if you see this, your hair in that video, flawless. Love it. So she put out a tweet several days ago, or this might even be a week ago. Like I said, I'm behind. But she put out a tweet, and I'm going to read that to you, what was in it, and then we're going to talk about what happened afterwards. It's some shit, man. So her tweet stated how many tweets and IG posts, YouTube videos, and views Katie had in comparison to the money that she spent in comparison to what she's donated to the Gabby Petito Foundation. So the tweet reads, tweets 905, IG posts 231, YouTube videos 21, and at the time views were 666,000. I feel like there's a reason for that number. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section. So, without a crystal ball, contribution to the Gabby Petito Foundation, $0. She has a new hairdo, new eyebrows, new makeup, and a new, just about $2,000 computer that she shared with everyone. So what was going on here, and Renelle was the one who noticed this and put this information out in this tweet, was that Katie, who was doing all of these videos about Gabby Petito, not once did she say anything about the Gabby Petito Foundation. Not once was she trying to raise money or awareness for literally anything. And then she goes on to flex about her new computer and her new hair and her makeup. And I just thought, well, I can afford it. It's disgusting. We all know Katie's disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. Like I had no hope that she had changed. Just because like I've seen videos still being made and it just seemed like nothing had changed, but I had no idea just how much Katie had not changed. And I have more videos coming. I'm just trying to start at a starting point and kind of roll through and catch up. So this is where we're going. So Renelle put out this post because she's looking at it and she's like, this is gross. Like, what the fuck? So, all this information comes from Renelle's videos. I will be I'll be putting it in the description box. Please go watch it. She does an amazing job. She talks about Katie a lot, but she does such a good job covering the bullshit that Katie, and I'm telling you, anybody, let's not cut down the people who cover Katie Joy, because that's a lot of shit to like sift through, okay? It's a whole lot. So for everybody that's like, all these people are just making money off of Without a Crystal Ball, it's a lot of work. And in Katie's own words, people should be paid for their work. I'm going to get into that. So after the tweet, and I have notes. Y'all know me. Now, I can't be professional and read the notes and look up, and I don't edit videos. So y'all, please bear with me. We're doing old school YouTube up in here. So after her tweet, Katie goes on to start challenging people to donate. So that Renelle made the tweet. It gets back to Katie because Kendall Ray comments on it, which we are going to talk about. And so Katie goes on live and she's like, I challenge you people to donate. I was planning on donating. I was gonna. This woman, it's just so stupid and irritating. But, so she starts challenging people to donate. Oh, and I made a note of this. She talks about how upset Gabby's mom must be. And I'm assuming, or I believe this was around the time that Gabby's mother had just found out what happened to Gabby. And Katie goes into this conversation about how sad she must be and how horrible this is. And her words are, it would be a cool time to donate. I can't. A cool time. It would be a cool time if you just donated some money now to make me look better. I can't with her. If I'm sorry, we can all have slip-ups and words that come out sounding a little dumb or harsh or whatever, but this is a common thing with Katie, and I think maybe, just maybe, if you can't handle these types of discussions without some bullshit like that, maybe don't. Maybe Katie should just not at all. So, I don't know what my cat's after, but it's going to be distracting. I apologize. So she, after saying it would be a cool time to donate, that's when she goes on to say that she has always intended on donating. And, y'all don't know what I had planned. I got money allocated for this. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Katie, because you're full of shit. You were not going to donate. You were going to profit off of this girl and then make it look like you gave a fuck without giving a fuck. But then you were called out. And that's the thing. I don't believe Katie would have done this had she not been called out, which is why it's disgusting. So Renelle also says that up until this point, now this is going off of what Renelle said. I have not went back and watched everything. I don't have the time to go back and watch every single thing. But according to Renelle, Katie never posted a link for this foundation or for the one that she ends up making a fundraiser for, which that's going to be some shit in just a second. Hang tight. But she never posted a link or mentioned the foundation until after being called out. Katie goes on a rant about how people shouldn't try to force creators to donate, which I find hilarious. And that's when I believe that's where she, you shouldn't force creators to donate money from their work. Talking about her making videos about Gabby Petito's death, okay? I shouldn't have to. I mean, she didn't say it like that, but basically, no one should be able to tell me that I have to donate the money I made off of this dead woman. Let that sink in. It took me a while. It pisses me off so bad. You've got some serious issues. Either don't monetize it and just talk about it because you feel passionately about what happened to this woman, or just don't talk about it. Or donate the fucking money and just be a decent person. What is wrong with these people? And it's not just Katie, but wow. So, and I think, I put a note. There's a difference. You're profiting off of a woman's death. Key point here. As always, she tries to say that she was always going to donate, then claims her and her husband. Oh yeah, okay. I thought this one was a good one. So she claims her and her husband have been shamed in the past for announcing that they were going to donate. Oh, you're just doing that for attention. And then if she doesn't say it, she's screwed. So she's basically saying, I didn't tell everybody because I would have been shamed for doing it. Look, listen, let me tell you something, Katie. If you're donating to a good cause for the right reasons, then nothing anyone says should matter at all. It shouldn't matter because it's coming from a good place. So I thought that was an interesting way to approach it, to argue the fact that, well, if I had said I was going to donate, people would have talked shit. And now that I didn't say it, people are talking shit. Well, if that's the case, Katie, if it's lose-lose, why not just, I don't know. In that scenario, you would have to expect Katie to be a decent fucking person. And I just don't. I don't. So then she goes on to claim, and this is where I decided to make a video because I felt like Renelle had a perfectly good reason to make the post that she made and to make people aware that this is what Katie is doing. So Katie goes on to say that people are just trying to start drama with her and Kendall Ray. Now let me explain what happened, okay? Because this is very important. Renelle makes that post pointing out what Katie has been doing, that she had not donated money, she's been covering the case, she's bought a bunch of shit and bragged about it on the internet. And she puts this post out, and Kendall Ray comes along, and she makes one comment in response. One. And it said, hold on, really gross. 2 words. Really gross. And somehow Katie spins this whole situation as in it was some troll, Renelle, posting something to try to start drama and bullshit with Kendall Ray. Renelle had no control over who commented on her post or who even saw her post. Okay? Kendall Ray saw it and was like, damn, that's gross. Really gross. But listening, and this is how you can tell how much of a liar Katie is she really made it seem like somebody just came for her and tried to start drama and bullshit out of nowhere. And if you were only hearing that side, it's convincing. But knowing the truth, it was literally a tweet was put out, someone responded to it, 2-word response. That was it. No one was coming for Katie or trying to start shit with Katie. It was just putting out what the fuck she's been doing and pointing out to people to make them aware. This is who you're supporting. You're supporting someone who has no issue talking about a woman's death and everything in that case, profiting off of it and using that money to buy a computer. And then acting like she gives a fuck. So, she says Kendall got her information from trolls, claims that, she claims that all of this drama is taking away from the tragedy of what happened to Gabby. Let that one sink in. Pissed me off too. If you're concerned, Katie, about something taken away from the tragedy of what happened to this woman, stop fucking talking about it. Are you contributing? Are you doing anything to help? No, the fuck you're not. So, why are you taking away from the tragedy of what the fuck happened? You're disgusting. I can't. That's again where she challenges people to donate and post receipts. I thought that part to me was very interesting. Like, make sure you post your receipts. If you got something to say about donating, make sure you post your receipts. Donating to causes like this shouldn't be about that. Renelle putting out that post wasn't to be like, Katie, I want to see your receipts. It's simple. Katie hadn't donated and she was bragging about all the money she was spending that meanwhile, okay, that might not be the same money, but meanwhile, Katie's making money off of this girl. She's making money off the tragedy, but wants to talk shit about how her hypocrisy and lack of care is being pointed out. That takes away from the tragedy of Gabby? No. And I refuse to believe that. People are smart enough to know better, and we know what to care about, what's important. And Katie getting drugged on Twitter is not it, okay? So, Katie decides afterwards that she is going to add a fundraiser to her, and I want to make sure I'm getting this right, to her Instagram for domestic violence hotline. And this is where it gets really fucking gross to me. Like, it's bad enough what Katie's doing already. Like, covering Gabby Petito, profiting off of it, not donating. Then when she gets called out, pretending she was going to donate the whole time. And blaming it on someone else. And it's just trolls trying to start shit. Whew, that was a lot. But it gets worse. Are you guys ready? I was not. I was not ready. So she puts this thing up, and I'm not going to be able to read everything back, but I'm going to read some key points. So when you see this, that she's got, it's not the Gabby Petito Foundation. Fine. You want to do the domestic violence hotline? Cool. I support that. Here we go. Instead of it being about Gabby Petito, or even about Katie's own personal story, because she claims she has been in a domestic violence situation before, instead of making it about that, instead of making it about Gabby, instead of just putting it up there and leaving it the fuck alone, no, Katie finds a way to make adding a fundraiser worse. I'm not lying. She uses Anna Duggar to promote this fundraiser. Like in the description that she gives for what this fundraiser is for. Here we go. I'm going to read it to you. Oh, and I also made a note. She uses Anna Duggar to promote this whole thing as if she's telling Anna to get help. Like, there's help out there for you, Anna. Bitch, Anna ain't asking for help. Now, my thoughts on Anna Duggar, Josh Duggar, all of that, it's a lot, and I'm not going to get into it here because I don't feel like it's relevant to what Katie did, okay? Katie is talking to a woman who is living her life and probably going through some serious fucking shit right now, and claiming that this woman is being abused when this woman has never came out and said she's been abused. It's a hot mess. It is a hot fucking mess. Katie, if you had an experience with domestic violence, why not use your own story? I think I actually have that in my notes later, but just woman to woman, why not use your experience? It's yours. You own that, you know? But instead to speak to someone who, A, doesn't fucking know you, probably doesn't want to hear shit from you because all you do is talk shit about her family, her kids, her parenting, everything. Like, why? For someone who's never even said they were abused, why? And you can act all self-righteous and, well, I just want to help. No, you don't. If you wanted to help, you would have kept your mouth shut and this wouldn't have happened. This is absolutely disgusting. Like, this is some fucked up, disgusting ass shit, and I can't even believe it. So let me read what she put up here. She states, if you are being abused by Josh Duggar, he is a pedophile. He's cheated on you. He controls your work, your friends, your clothing, body, finances, and sex life. Resources are out there for you and your kids to get out. Please reach out. That's fucking disgusting. It is fucking disgusting, and it is fucking uncalled for. First of all, how do you know exactly? Yes, is Josh a pedophile? Fuck yes. Can you imagine what that feels like for someone who was married to this man and had kids? We're on the outside, okay? I don't give a shit if it looks like she's going to support him or not. We can have our thoughts, we can have our opinions. What we don't need to do, A, is pull their kids into this, B, call her out on the internet, and do this all in the name of a fundraiser to try to make yourself look better after you got called out for profiting off a woman's death. Can we just fucking not today? When I saw this, like I said, I know it's old, but I couldn't ignore this. If I'd have known before, I would have made a video before. I can't believe she did this. Again, I don't care what it looks like for those of us on the outside. You can have your thoughts, you can have your opinions. If she chooses to support him, yeah, I think it's fucking gross. But you've got to understand, if this woman was abused, which, again, it has never been stated that she's been abused. I can't imagine psychologically what that must feel like. Even if she hasn't been, I can't imagine someone you love and trust and feel like you know more than anybody in the world. When you're married, you feel like you know that person better than anybody. To find out that that person was looking at images like that, it's got to fuck you up. There's no way around it. So for Katie, of all people, someone who has done nothing but drag these people to speak out and act like she gives a fuck? Katie, it's not your place. You're disgusting. None of this is your place. Nobody wants or needs your bullshit. These are serious topics. This isn't Katie, dogging on the Real Housewives or talking about a Duggar's pants. This is real shit. And it's not your fucking place. And that is why, from this point on, I will not give up on my Katie videos. I don't give a shit who doesn't like it, who feels like I'm dogpiling on this woman. I don't fucking care. She has continued. It has been a year since I started my channel about this woman. And this is the shit she's still doing? I don't feel sorry one bit. Will Katie be the only topic I have on my channel? No. But I'm not going to stop because of this bullshit right here. Because of her shit talking to Anna Duggar, her covering the Gabby Petito case in the most insensitive way. I'm not going to stop. So that was a bit of a tangent. Let's keep going. I literally made a note here. What in the actual fuck? And I think that was like the only thing I could say in that moment. Literally, what in the actual fuck is this? But she goes on even further. And I made a note also that she could have highlighted other survivors of domestic violence. She could have told her own story, but she chose not to. She chose this moment to attack another Duggar. Like, that's what she does. That is who Katie is. And that's why, again, I will not back down from this. I started my channel because Katie was being fucking disgusting to her fans, her followers, her subscribers, and to other people. And it's only gotten worse because she's only grew from all her bullshit. And I won't stand by and watch her do shit like this and not call it out. It's fucking wrong. I don't see how people follow her, and I'm going off again. I'm sorry. I get heated. I get upset because I can't imagine someone doing this. And again, not out of the kindness of their heart, not because they actually give a shit, and dragging her kids into it on top of that to cover her ass for some other shitty shit she did. Deep breath. So I did not copy down, I didn't write down everything else that was in this like description about the fundraiser. But there was this one part that says Anna Duggar is in a cult, which I find so fucking interesting. It's a religion. It's not a cult. I don't think it's fair to just throw that word around because you feel like it. But she says, as a fact, just to throw that out there, she states this as a fact. Anna Duggar is in a cult that believes a woman's body belongs to her husband. Anna is not even allowed to say, or is not allowed to say no to sex ever. Anna is not allowed to say no to sex ever. Now, I get it. She gets this information from what the religion believes, what is stated. However, you don't know that, Katie. You don't know that. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. And I'm taking the part about Josh being a pedophile out of this for a second. Let's just pretend normal couple behind closed doors. Their religion might say that. They may even say out loud that they believe that. But you don't know. As far as any of us know, when they go to bed at night, they might not practice it that way. You don't fucking know. And until they come out themselves and say that, you can't go around just assuming that she's this abused and battered woman who can't say no to sex and is being raped. Like, it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. And I can't stress enough, her purpose behind all of this is to make money. To cover her ass and keep making money. I can't with this woman. Like, Katie, you're just a disgusting human being, and I don't understand. And I remember early on, a year ago, making videos and begging Katie to listen. And now it's just, I can't anymore. She has no sympathy, no empathy, no compassion. She gives zero fucks about other people, other human beings. And to state something like this is wrong. It's fucked. It's disgusting. You don't know what Anna Duggar has been through, what she's going through, what her experiences are. You don't know. And I put a note down here. What about Gabby? Like, how did this go from being about the Gabby Petito Foundation and your coverage and not donating? Now it's about the Duggars. Now it's about Anna Duggar, who didn't ask for this shit at all. And then my last note on this one is Renelle makes a great point. You don't shame someone in that situation. And I can't say enough how true that is. When someone, and I've never talked about this to anyone else in my life other than my fiance. He was probably the only one who knew, other than people who saw parts of it. I was in a domestic violence relationship. It was terrible. But when you're in that situation, a lot of guilt, embarrassment, and shame come with that. You're not going to come out and talk about it or reach out to get help until you're ready. Now, I can't state it enough. We don't know if Anna Duggar's ever been abused or if she feels that way or not. We have no idea. As far as I know, it's never been stated that way. Now, if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. I don't follow the Duggars, but I've never seen anything come out that she just said, like, I was abused by Josh. So I'm pretty sure this is just Katie's bullshit, and it needs to stop. But having someone tell you, you need to get out, you need to do this, you need to get help, you need to get those kids out of that situation, that's not going to help. If this woman is truly in that situation, if she truly has been abused, you can't guilt someone or shame someone or push someone into reaching out or telling their story or admitting what's happening. It doesn't work that way. It'll make someone shut the fuck down real quick. So while Katie's masking this as wanting to help, it's so transparent to me. Like, you can see through her bullshit. She doesn't care. She doesn't give a fuck. If something happens with Anna Duggar tomorrow, she'll be using that to profit. And there's a difference. A lot of people make money on YouTube by talking about other people. I'm monetized. I'm going to make money on this video. Not a lot, but I will. But I think intention matters. I've been saying that a lot lately, and I'm about to make another video about Dad Challenge podcast and his reactions to some things. I think intent matters. I do my videos because what Katie is doing is wrong, and I believe it should be called out. I don't think that the way she's treated people, whether it's been the people she talks about or the people that follow her, like, I don't think she treats people well, and I think she does some pretty dangerous things. It could be dangerous. You don't know what someone else is going through, and pushing them like that, it's wrong and it's fucked up. Anyway, I don't really know what else to say right now. I am trying my best to get caught up on all the shit with her now being sued by Todd Chrisley. I have to put my foot in my mouth. I said I didn't think he would do it. I thought it was a waste of money. But apparently there is a lot more to this than I was aware of. So I'm finding it very fascinating, and I'm trying to get as much information as I can before I make a video about it. So please don't think I'm slacking. I'm on it. I'm just a little behind. But I will have more Katie videos coming up. I will have more videos about some recent drama that's been going on between drama channels, and I will have some Dad Challenge podcast stuff coming up. So if you're interested in any of that, please keep an eye out. And if you want to, I never say this, if you'd like to, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the thumbs down button if you didn't like it. I get a couple of those every now and then. It's cool. Anyway, I love you guys, and I really, really appreciate having you here, and I'm so fucking glad to be back filming. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.